I had a question for you. Do you believe in the death penalty? Do you believe we should have the death penalty?
Okay, transition.
Sorry, no segue.
Do I believe in the death penalty? You mentioned this to me the other day. We talked about it at your house.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's how that
that's
note,
what got on there.
that's how that note
I've
got
already
in there.
forgotten that conversation.
And what you said challenged my thought. I'd have always been okay with it, like a death. You kill someone, you're the penalty
dead
is,
real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you challenged me, I think, on the grace question, or like it just seems contrary to.
Well, so this is simply, this shows you how powerful. My mother listens to this, and this is amazing because I remember distinctly my mom challenging me on this when I was a teenager, because I would have been in the camp of like, Old Testament stoning, like justice, right?
Yeah.
There again, thinking I was probably a pretty good person and would never do anything worth of being stoned, obviously.
Exactly.
Didn't totally understand my own depravity. But she always said to me, just challenge that. Probably still believed in, I don't know. I mean, now you can have her on the show. She's a real talker.
I would love her.
A lot more educated than I am. A wise woman, but and very caring. But just the idea of like, hey, is it our place to send somebody to eternity was kind of the idea, right? Of like, that's the most serious thing there is. Do we want to, or should we give them as much time as possible to repent and turn to the Lord? That's what we should do. So she was probably in favor of the idea of death row. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. There again, I'm forgetting exactly what the thought process was, but it was different than the idea of like, I remember reading the BC report when I was a kid, horrific stuff. Like this is when, well, it was before that, even Clifford Olson was the most disturbing thing. I can distinctly remember reading the article. I was probably like 9 or 10, too little to be reading it. Yeah. And it was just about, he was just coming up for parole or whatever, probably been 10 or 20 years, 15 years and 10 years or 20. And it just a rehashing of some of the things he did to his victims, right? Terrible. But just this idea of like, hey, should this person be put to death, or should this person be rotting in a prison cell and we paying $120,000 a year to feed this person, right? And what the idea is. And so anyways, I was just curious but you were obviously, now you're thinking about it.
So. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
But on that note, hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.